tempo early, baby. Set it early. 40.
Listening to all Chiefed Up, the best damn Kansas City Chiefs podcast in the kingdom.
Chiefs Kingdom, ACU crew, what's going on? What's going on? My mic's down.
Yeah,
We're
now you're
back.
loud.
We're back. Let's go, baby. What are you guys up to tonight? Steve, does it ever end? The offseason won't end.
Well, it'll eventually end, but when are the players going to stop being slap nuts?
I want it to end. Say. Just end it. Let's start the games. Hurry up. Start the preseason.
Real quick, just appreciate you guys being here with us. Take 2 seconds, hit that like button, get this out to more people. And also, if you're new to the channel, stick around for a while. And if you like it, sub. But, Mike, what we got going on now? We got Isaiah Buggs out here being Michael Vick or what?
Yeah, if you guys don't know, if you haven't heard today, defensive lineman Isaiah Buggs, who, by the way, has not taken a frickin' snap for this team. He's not even put on the daggone uniform, okay, and yet brings all the hate and the negative connotations that comes with it because we got a little bit of this. Kansas City Chiefs defensive lineman Isaiah Buggs is reportedly facing 2 misdemeanor warrants for second-degree cruelty to dogs or cats. I don't know why they're being so specific. It's supposed to be dogs. Mike Rodak of 247 Sports reported that a civil court filing Wednesday in Tuscaloosa County, Alabama, revealed Tuscaloosa police obtained the warrants against him following a March incident. On March 28th, Tuscaloosa Animal Control found a pit bull and a Rottweiler mix locked on a property that Buggs had rented. The dogs were discovered to be severely malnourished, emaciated, neglected, and the residents appearing to be abandoned. The pit bull was eventually euthanized after a failed heartworm treatment and due to aggressive behavior. It goes on to say, according to Rodak, Buggs was served a notice of termination by the property owner on April 15th that said he owed more than $3,000 in unpaid rent. A neighbor said the dogs were on the back porch for at least 10 days by the time animal control arrived. Buggs' attorney, Trey Robinson, issued a following statement, which we got that, and we'll read that in just a minute. But just getting your thoughts up to this point, Steve, like, is this a big deal? Is this a misunderstanding? What is it, in your opinion?
I mean, if I had to guess, they're probably not his. They might not even be his dogs.
It says a property he was renting. Does that mean he's currently renting the property and he left to maybe go do something? Maybe he hired somebody to come walk the dogs and they didn't show up. He was supposed to, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't even know if it goes that far. I don't even know if they're his dogs. I mean, this is weird. It's a weird story. But like,
strange, huh?
I don't understand like the logic behind it. You have to think, if you're an NFL player, you make pretty good money. Like, you got a lot of money. You can take care of yourself. You can take care of your pets. Like, what the hell are we doing here? Like, if those are his, like, what in the hell are you doing? It makes no sense.
Well, if those are his, then obviously they're not dogs that he considers family. Like, they're not house dogs. They're not anybody he cares. So he don't care about them. He's probably fighting them if that's the case.
But I feel like it'd be more to it than that. I feel like this is just a weird thing. I don't know. We'll get more info on it in the near future, I'm sure. But for now, it's kind of the same thing as the Rashee Rice situation. It's the same thing as like the Brandon McManus thing we talked about on our video.
Yeah.
It's literally innocent until proven guilty. We got to find out if this is actually his, what the story is. Instead of everybody talking about cut him. Like, I don't care if you cut Isaiah Buggs or not. To me, he's not like a big piece of this team. But you don't go just cutting people when you don't know what happened. So, I mean, I think you got to wait and see how it plays out.
Yeah, you got to get to the bottom of it. You got to let the investigation play out. People wanting to cut Rashee Rice because of the nightclub incident, and then come to find out the guy drops the charges because they turned out to be bogus, right? So,
for sure.
Oh,
we got a 5-bomb from Phil McCamus.
Phil, baby.
Appreciate it, my man.
Phil's kicking it off with a 5er, baby. Let's go.
Thanks for the support.
Appreciate you, Phil. Steve, this is what the lawyer had to say. this is kind of going to what you said. I'll read this one too. I mean, it's worth reading. Isaiah vehemently denies the truthfulness of the allegations and charges asserted against him. Under no circumstance does Mr. Bugs condone the mistreatment of any animal. The dogs at issue did not belong to him, and he was unaware they remained at the property in question. Furthermore, we believe the city of Tuscaloosa's decision to file the charges today is part of a concerted effort by the city of Tuscaloosa and its police department to besmirch Mr. Bugs' name and reputation as part of an ongoing subversive campaign to force the close of his local business, King's Hookah Lounge. So hold up. He's trying to claim that this is all completely made up by the Tuscaloosa police, and they keep harassing him, wanting him to close down his establishment, the King's Hookah Lounge.
Mike, I was kind of leaning towards they might not be his dogs, and I might believe him. But now I'm starting to think Isaiah Bugs might be a little paranoid. Like, what's going on here?
Does that not feel like a, again, got to let it play out. Maybe he's telling the truth. Maybe they're in there harassing him. Who knows? Who knows? We've seen dumber things. Police aren't perfect.
Yeah.
Condone, you shouldn't hate on police. They do valuable work, but sometimes there's some bad seeds in every crowd. So it is possible. Small towns, I wouldn't say Tuscaloosa is super, super small town, but I mean, it's not very big city either. But doesn't it sound like he's like, well, don't look at that. That was bad, but that wasn't me. Let's divert your attention over here. They hate me. It's almost like the Kadarius Toney vibe you get from it, where it's just never his fault, right?
Got a little weird there. I don't know what to think, but once again, we got to wait for it to play out and see what's actual facts and what's not. And I'm sure if they're not his dogs, he'll be able to prove that, which is fine. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that definitely takes a turn there. Like, I was at first, I'm like, okay, he's going to say they're not his and, blah, blah, blah. But now we're talking about the whole city's harassing him because they want him to close its business.
Right. Well, he did say, well, they're not my dogs, but the city's harassing me.
Weird. Keep going. Let's read the rest
of that. The city's harassing me. These efforts are not new, as Mr. Bugs was arrested at his business on misdemeanor charges on 2 separate occasions in the past 2 months. So wait a second. He's now saying that Bugs has been arrested over the past 2 months, 2 separate occasions, and we've not heard
first I've heard anything. Yeah, it's first I've heard.
So he may be the original Rashid out here, just getting in trouble. But it says that each time, no public record was made of these arrests. So they've arrested him twice and not made it public, which is why nobody's heard about it. This is getting so weird.
Pretty strange.
Rather, the city used the threat of pursuing and publicizing both of those allegations filed today, and these arrests as leverage against Mr. Bugs by offering to drop and not pursue them in exchange for his voluntary surrender of his business. So basically, he's saying that all these times he's been arrested and these, that they said they'll drop him off, he'll close his business. This is extortion. This is not a willy-nilly kind of accusation from a lawyer or whoever this is. I don't think it's his lawyer. This is his agent, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know who it is, but my God, like, what are you doing? Wait, let's see what it said. It said Bugs' attorney, Trey Robinson. So it is his attorney. These are not willy-nilly. Like, you're saying that the police are extorting you to close down your business, and they've brought up 2 fake dog allegations, and they've arrested him 2 other times that they've not even made public so they could blackmail him.
So what is it about the hookah lounge that they hate so much?
Right. What's he running in there? Is the hookah not above? Is it not the par? Is he running a prostitution ring out there?
That's what I'm thinking.
What are we doing?
It's a cover. It's a cover for a massive prostitution ring.
This is like that show with Jason Bateman.
Isaiah Bugs is actually just a pimp, if you didn't know.
Yeah, this is the Jason Bateman show on Netflix. What is it?
Ozark?
Yeah, Ozark. He's running a hookah lounge, and he's
money laundering.
What is happening here? This is the off season from hell. It never ends.
Well, this one doesn't bother me as much because I don't think Isaiah Bugs is a huge piece here. I know a lot of people were excited when we first got him. They're like, "Oh, he was pretty good in Detroit." But he's getting a little older, and he didn't even play a snap. Like, if something comes out that he is responsible for this, or there's more to it, like, then who cares? It's like, this would be an easy one to cut loose.
Yeah, I'm not worried about if they cut him. Like, do I think you should at this point? No. I don't think, again, I'm getting tired of the immediate crowd in the country that hears something they don't like or reads something they don't like, or somebody gets accused and then it's automatic like pitchforks.
Right. Yeah. Like
That gets annoying. Like, this is a good country and a great country because of the fact that people all have, you get to retaliate against. People can say anything they want. That don't mean it can be true. So
100%.
let's please have that going. But dude, at the same time, go read about it on Twitter. Anybody that posted on Twitter, anything, they've already judge, jury, executioner.
That's what they do.
And it's over.
It's the pitchfork crowd, Mike.
Right. And so, look, in a month, if you find out that he's actually telling the truth and he was being extorted and all this is true on his end, nobody cares. The media gets to report it. Everybody gets to, have fun with it and joke. Nobody takes nothing serious anymore. So it's all jokes and laughter until it happens to them. And, it'll just get brushed under the rug and nobody learns. They'll go into the next one and pitchfork that one to death. So,
right. So let's just wait and let it play out and see what's up with this. But for now, let's just assume that he's innocent, like you're supposed to do, until they prove him guilty. And then we'll go from there. If he's actually, guilty of this stuff, then that's a whole nother story. But we got to find out first. Like you said, people can say anything about anybody. Like, I'm sorry, but we could start a rumor about whoever, put it on Twitter, and they would get absolutely torched because no one waits for due process. They just don't do it.
Yeah. We even had this one. Some guy wrote on there. Check this one out. I had to do this one today. Some guy wrote, and, they responded to it, and there's like, the Chiefs are releasing a new uniform called the City Connect, and it was like an orange jumpsuit. I was like, wow, buddy, nobody's ever come up with that original idea before. And he's like, how dare you report on a team that has all these allegations around them? You should be concerned with that, not me on Twitter. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, all these allegations have all been completely bogus to this point. But then, this is what he writes. You should be more worried about the culture going on within the team you're covering, less about what happens, what people are saying on Twitter. Hit and runs, assaults, which was dropped, and now animal cruelty from a guy that's never played a snap and it's not been investigated. Yet you're worried about people shaming those criminal acts, says Mac with a buffalo. And come to find out, it's a podcast that does, it's a podcast with the guys covering the Cleveland Browns.
Well, that's strange. That must be a boring life.
Get off your freaking soapbox. You're cheering for a guy that molested women, bro. Whacker 110 up there in Cleveland, and you're going to tell me a guy accused of not feeding his dogs is equivalent? Get out of here. Where do these people get off?
At the massage parlor.
Yeah, the same place old Whacker did. Dude, what?
Bro.
You're going to come at me and act superior and tell me that I should be worried about the culture of my team, and you made Deshaun Watson the highest paid quarterback in football?
First of all,
what
I
are
have
you
two
doing?
things. I have two things to say about
This
that.
was probably
Mike,
the same guy that cried about the Butker speech.
First of all, when did you buy the Chiefs? Because I'm kind of pissed that you didn't let me know that we own the team now.
I do. I forgot to tell you. It's a
And-
business expense. You'll be seeing it soon.
And secondly, this guy's slap nuts. That's all I got to say.
I told him he was. I wonder if he'll want to come on the podcast sometime.
Yeah, I invite him on.
I told him, why don't you worry about your team actually winning a game? It's hard for us to read all these allegations because
But Mike, they have Jerry Judy now. They're
yeah.
going to be awesome.
It's hard for us to read all these allegations because the glare off of our Super Bowl rings are getting in the way of our monitors. Bunch of losers. Like, what is going on? You cannot come at me on your soapbox and be a Cleveland Browns fan. Not to mention you picked up Kareem Hunt. We all know what he did.
Right, we cut him because of it.
Dude,
You know?
you can go into any NFL's team and you can go right into their little skeletons in their closet and they've all got this 24/7. But the Chiefs are in the spotlight and the Chiefs are going to keep getting it. I was talking to somebody today and I was like, you know how many people's probably been arrested over the summer that has something to do with the NFL and it's not been a story because they've not won Super Bowls?
Well, that's true. And also, like I've said a million times, why don't we let these things play out and see if they're actually true or not first? Because, okay, let's say, obviously we know the Rashee Rice thing was legit. Hit and run, didn't stop to check on anybody. We know that. And and we condemned him for that, and so did all Chiefs fans. But then they come out with the Instagram story where he lured the guy there to punch him in the face. Gosh. Well, instantly, because he already had that rep, like he punched a guy. So let's go ahead and, convict him of that, even though it turned out to be BS.
Bogus. It's bogus.
Right. Totally bogus. So this is probably going to be bogus. If I had to guess, it's a weird story. Like the whole thing's strange.
It's weird.
Let's
but
let
to be
it play
honest,
out.
it could be true. It could be true. I don't know. I don't even know.
I don't want to talk about it no
I
more.
just don't understand how that, even if it is all completely true, you're trying to compare that. Like, that deserves more hate, by the way, than Deshaun Watson assaulting 75 to 100 women. Like, let's put that
Mike,
on the level
look,
of...
Think about this for a second.
In
the same people that would put that on the same level are the same ones that were mad at Butker. Think about that.
Well, some of them. I don't think everybody's that delusional.
Surely not.
Look, Butker. Look, I don't want to get into the whole Butker thing again.
No, let's not. Let's not do it.
But I just want to say this. I understand why some women could take the Butker thing wrong, and I totally get it, and I respect it. But the thing is like, again, everything in context, and if you were not a Catholic, he was not speaking to you. That's like if Andy Reid went on the field and he said, you need to, do this and do that and do this and do that. And then we all heard it and we were like, I can't do that in my everyday life. If I block somebody and take them to the ground, I'll go to jail. And it's like, well, he wasn't talking to you. He was talking to someone specifically that is, that invited him there. It's funny. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But I did hear that, Jason Kelsey and his wife is being harassed over it.
Who cares? I'm so done with all that. Do we have any football to talk about?
A little. Look, the Chiefs are being so hush-hush on a lot of things, and I don't know why. You'd think in the offseason from hell, they'd put up 77 Instagram posts. They would just live stream the practice at this point just to try to get some football news out there, you'd think. But they're being pretty hush-hush. I'll say, this is what we got so far today. We got some pictures, and this was from today and yesterday. So they're out there doing the Lord's work, getting back to football.
Get some drills in.
Do you notice? Look who the big dog is in the background back there. Oh, Garrett Prince, Steve. Garrett Prince coming in with a tight end.
We all forget about him.
I guess.
He's one of those guys we forget about,
You know what? A lot of people was asking me, they're like, hey, is Matt Bushman got a chance to make the team this year? No, he don't.
Probably not.
Matt Bushman's retiring from football, last thing I heard. He said he's stepping away from the game, and he announced this in early May, and it kind of got pushed under the rug. He said he's kind of stepping away. He thought he should have almost made the team last year. And when the Chiefs decided to take 3 and he had to compete in the practice squad all year, and then the Chiefs went out and brought in all the extra talent this year, he said he's going to step away. He's not going to retire, but he's going to step away.
He said, I'm not good enough.
Yeah. Let's be fair though. If the Chiefs would have taken 4, he had a really good shot last year.
Yeah. I wasn't saying that for real. I was being stupid.
We had another, look at this bad boy.
Lewis Reed. Look at him thighs. He could kick a hole in a brick wall.
Look at Scott Moore back there. Like, did he get buffer in the offseason? Like, look at those guns he's packing.
Nope, but he is wearing pants. That's weird.
He's wearing pants in the middle of the hottest day
You
of the
think those
year.
are those the old school snap pants? Like the warm-up pants where you can just rip them off?
Yeah.
Like basketball players used to do?
Hey, and he's like, Sky, listen, get in there.
Whatever happened to that? You don't see that.
Pants.
I don't ever see that with basketball players anymore. That used to be the thing.
It's not cool, dude. This new generation of children, and look, everybody from the age of 25 to 30 down, y'all doing everything wrong in life. I'm going to explain this to you.
You have to have the snap pants on.
Have you seen the new thing where, like, you have to wear socks halfway up your calf muscles now? Like, the no-show sock is out.
You tell Tyreek Hill that.
You have to wear white socks up halfway through your calf.
You tell Tyreek Hill that, man, because he was taking thousands of dollars of fines just to not wear socks.
Look, anybody who grew up millennial, we're not wearing the half sock up the leg thing. Like, we're always rocking no-shows because it's the only way to look.
I'm gonna start.
But you got pants on, right?
Nope, I'm gonna start doing it with shorts.
Are you wearing shorts with half socks, Dave?
No, I'm not right now. I'm wearing pants. But hey, I'm gonna start doing it. It's the trend. It's in. We got to do it.
I'm never doing it. We also had, check this out. This was a kind of cool story today. This little guy here, and forgive me, I didn't be able to find the story, so I don't know his name, but he got to come in. suffering from a rare liver disease, I think. He got to come into practice today. Andy let him break down the huddle. He got to talk with some of the guys. I thought that was pretty cool. Afterwards, they got some pictures with him. Xavier Worthy come over and give him a ball. Yeah, Felix
Awesome.
is back there. He said his favorite team was K-State. I thought that was pretty cool. But I actually got
Yeah.
the clip of it. I'll play this. I don't know if it's got audio or not. Let me play it.
You want to come out here and meet these guys? Yeah. All right, come on. Look strong. Don't hold
He
it
said,
against
"Listen."
him. He's a K-State fan.
Get out here.
Hey, most of all, big Chiefs fan. He's going to break us down. I've kind of coached him up. We're going to see how he does. Right, Jude? Let's get out of the round.
Jude. Is that what he said? His name's
I
Jude.
think so.
Stand up.
And we're going to go 1, 2, 3 Chiefs, all right?
1, 2, 3.
Good job.
We gotta change your jersey, man. We gotta get a 9 right there. We gotta get the 1, rid of the 1, okay? I got you. We got a ball for you too. We got the game ball for you.
Thank you.
I would change the jersey to 9-5, baby.
He needs a Jones jersey.
He'll hook him up. He'll get him one. Yeah, Pat
Yeah.
helped break it down. Then Pat's like, I'm getting in trouble if I don't get over here and do something. So he ran as fast as he could. He was getting out of there. He didn't have time to chat.
Man, isn't that story way better than the Isaiah Buggs story?
Yeah. Wouldn't the media and everything, why don't you put that and plaster that everywhere instead of this? It's controversy. It drums up likes and clicks and this and that. I mean, we had to put
we
it on the
used
cover.
it, right? Yeah.
Don't you have to? If I were to put the cover of Andy Reid talking to the kid on everybody would have been like, whoop, scrolling right by that. Got to click on the Isaiah Buggs story.
Boring.
Boring. What did Isaiah Buggs do today? Dude, we got some more pictures in here. Chris Jones rocking it today. I'm glad to see Chris Jones at camp. I know it's voluntary.
Go
you
back
know.
to that picture. Who's 69 there?
I don't know who's
69.
rocking 69. Is that Pinnell?
It might be.
I don't remember who's rocking
Dude,
it this year. They all
freaking
change
arms,
these jerseys
bro.
so much from year to year.
Good Lord.
Got them pythons, baby.
Dude,
Is
his,
it- is
his
it
arm
legal?
takes 2 Chris Jones arms, and that's saying something.
Yeah, for real. We got a little Chris action.
Drop your shoulder. There you go. Drop your shoulder, Chris. That's your foul. There you go.
Chris
Drop
out
your
there
shoulder.
working hard, baby.
Was that our boy? What's his name? The
I was just
defensive
getting ready
line
to
coach?
say it.
Why'd I forget his name?
Colin?
Is that his name?
Joe Colin? Yeah,
Joe.
the one that's always yelling. Yeah.
I don't know if that's his name. Colin. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, remember last
Are
year
you
at
high
camp.
right now? Are you okay?
I thought you said Cohen. That's why I was confused.
No, Joe Cullen. I'm sorry. I speak Southern.
Yeah, no, but yeah, Colin. He was really getting into those guys last year at camp.
Who was
It's
he
good to see
raging on last year we were talking about?
Daniel Wise.
Yeah, Daniel Wise, the KU
Do you remember
kid.
when there was actually delusional fans out there that thought Daniel Wise was as good as Chris Jones?
I heard that. There was a few
They were
that
out
like,
of
we don't
control.
need Chris Jones. We got Daniel Wise. Dude, he was on him. What did he say? He said, move your ass, Daniel.
Name it. He said it
Yeah, dude.
every
he
5
was-
seconds. Damn it, Daniel! Like, dude, it was
This
it was
dude
great.
raged.
Ripping them apart. Ripping
Check
them
out
apart.
Wiley here. We got a little Wiley clip. Look at look at
he's
him.
a big old boy.
Look, you get that slow motion Wiley. It just looks like that route took about 7 minutes.
The slow
he's just
motion Wiley
sprinting.
get you all horned up for what he's going to do on the field.
Get you a little horn, don't it? And then we had a few more pictures. We'll look at him. We got a little Drew Tranquil sighting. Look at him. Looking like a vampire out there, his little vampire teeth. And Pat and Andy, you know, constructing something up. He's probably
Evil
asking
geniuses.
him. He's like, Pat, you know, let's go down this checklist. What haven't we done to piss off America this offseason? He's like, I don't know.
Hey, K. Wayne says he's horned, baby.
Horn.
Let's go.
Dude, did you see
Samuel,
where I wrote that today?
A tight end can wear number 12. They took away all those
Yeah.
rules. Anybody can wear any number now. It's
It
weird.
looks a little unnatural, don't it?
Yeah. But you know, it started, 2 years ago? And you started seeing a lot of weird numbers.
Isn't that when they brought in the 0? They started that.
Yeah, I think the only person that did that, though, was like Calvin Ridley, maybe. I don't know.
We talked about Wiley a little bit, and we talked about Wiley a little on our podcast that you can check out on Spotify, Apple, wherever. So if you listen to podcast, if you like to listen when you go to work or you just want to listen there and get some extra stuff in, it's free. get over there and do that. You can find us. Leave us a 5-star review. That helps us. But other than that, we talked about Wiley a little bit. We talked about the tight end room a little. And we discovered that the Chiefs didn't take 4 last year. They took 3.
Right.
And if they do the same thing this year, then poor Irv's got to go. Because I don't think you're getting rid of – I mean, obviously Kelsey's not going anywhere, and I don't think Noah Gray's going. And
well, let's be honest here. What's more beneficial to the team? Would it be to have Irv Smith as a 4th tight end or to have like Carson Steele as a fullback? Because I would almost be willing to go back to the fullback.
I think I would too. And, I mean, I think you're cutting wide receiver from 7 to 6. Again, you can maybe sneak that as well too. What if you took, for example – what if we take Pacheco at running back, we take Clyde at running back, and then you take Carson Steele at fullback, and then maybe you can even take Prince as a running back if you'd like. Prince even. So that's 3 and a fullback. But then you could also sneak Reese Zammit on there and make him like a wide receiver / running back because running back's his number 1 spot. But you know what I mean? Like that also that could be like a little split, and he could also give you in the smallest, tightest of pinches, Reese Zammit could maybe run a route. He'd get shut down pretty quick, probably.
Yeah,
could you imagine poor Reese out there, and Andy's like, Reese, we got to score here, man. I need you to go out there, and you need to run this route. And he's like, the number 1 corner in football's out there. Go ahead.
Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, Sauce is out there. We need you to get out there in your first route, and it's got to be precise. Welcome to the NFL, Reese.
I think his best chances to be a running back, kick returner, gadget guy type. So, but there are a lot of different ways they could go with the roster, like you just mentioned. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I think there's a lot of good guys on the team that offer a lot of different skill sets. So I think Andy's going to be able to kind of pick and choose and mold the way he wants his offense to be. Obviously, he's wanting to get it back to high powered. I mean, if that's his whole thing so far is let's push the ball, and they went and got speed.
Yeah,
man, that was real loud.
Was it? Adam, 5-bomb, ACU crew, hell no to long socks. Nike black ankle socks all day, every day. That's what I wear, my man.
You wear no-shows.
I do. I wear no-shows. I wear all kinds of things, you know. But I don't wear the half socks. I just can't do it. Like, who wants to walk around wearing a sock to your knee?
No, I don't think tube socks are a thing.
It's not tube. It's
what if they were?
What are they calling them? There's a specific name for the sock. There's a no-show. There's an ankle. Sock? Is it a crew?
Probably.
Oh, we're the ACU crew. But we can't be. We're not socking it.
Let's make some socks.
Should we get crew socks with the ACU crew on it?
Absolutely. It should be on the store.
That's so ridiculous, dude. Yeah, Scott said crew. Brian Paris says crew. So, okay. Well, I'm not caught up on my sock lingo.
Okay, Wayne says he wears socks with garters.
Dude, okay.
Tom Hood says put a sock in it.
Socky.
Hey, appreciate the 5, Adam. Yeah, what if they went back to the 70s knee socks? I clicked the wrong one, sorry. Julia says 70s knee socks. So, like, have you ever seen, what's that movie with Will Ferrell where he plays basketball?
Wait, it just came to me and then it disappeared instantly. His name's Jackie.
Yeah, what is that movie called?
Tropic.
No.
Tropical? No, that was the name. His team was the Tropics.
You're way off here. We have to figure that out. If y'all know, put it in the
Tropics.
Chat. Either way, like the socks they wore at
semi-pro.
Thanks, Shane. But yeah, like those type of socks. That's what we need to bring back.
I don't want to do it.
Do you remember the kids like in the early 90s? Some of them would wear those really tall socks with really long shorts. You just wouldn't even see any of their skin. It's like they were wearing pants, like weird pants.
There's a lot of weird trends looking back on it. Like when you look back at, like even football's had some weird trends. Remember when they used to wear like the belly jerseys?
Like Zeke Elliott? I think he was the only one, bro.
No, I'm talking about like way back in the 90s, dude. They wore those like a...
Or actually a lot of old jerseys in the 90s had really long sleeves.
Yeah.
Remember those?
That long sleeves.
And then like all the fans would order them and they'd get like a size 3 times too big. So like the sleeve would go all the way down to their wrist.
Yeah. All the way back. I remember, like, if you got the old Chiefs jerseys from like the 90s, I believe the Reebok ones, they were kind of like that. They had the long sleeves. I think.
Julia almost brought up Jinkos, man. Jinkos was a thing in the 90s. You had to have the Jinkos that covered your whole feet, and they had the big pockets. There was one that had like a kangaroo with a boxing glove, like holding the top of the pocket.
Those were absolutely absurd.
I thought about bringing it back, man. I'm going to order me some Jinkos.
What was the point? Did somebody
get the
do
one with the
that
lizard
just so
on
they
it.
could sneak someone into a movie theater and just have them hold on to their leg or something? Like, why did the legs have to be so big?
I don't know.
Oh, fat ankle.
Let's bring it back. But, you know, people,
can't
like
do it.
some young people like Billie Eilish have brought back pretty much Jinkos. Think about it.
Jinka jinks.
That's great. Man, the 90s was a good time, though. You know?
Speaking of the 90s, I was rocking to some 90s music today. I bet you'll never guess the band I was rocking to. If you can nail it first try, Steve.
90s band.
I'll send someone a, if somebody in the chat can name the 90s band and the song, and it's a band from the 90s, but I don't know if the song was released in the 90s, so let me Google it just to make sure. But if somebody can figure this out, I'll send you guys something in the mail for
What
free.
if I get it right?
If you get it right, then you get to pick something.
Okay.
No, it's you versus the chat. If you outguess them,
Oh, I'm gonna beat you.
they
guys.
lose.
I'm gonna beat you. I'm like I get to play spoiler. If I guess it
Yeah.
before they do, nobody gets nothing. You get shit. Nothing. Nada.
Dude, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was in the 90s. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was 90. And I'll give you the year, by the way.
All right, let's do it.
I'll give you the freaking year. It is 1996. I was in the 8th grade going into freshman year of high school. No essay flip. It wasn't the Spice Girls, even though I love them.
Tell me what you want. What you really, really want.
I'll tell you what I want. Okay.
Can I have to take a guess here? I'll start it off.
Go ahead.
Oleander, Why I'm Here.
It wasn't Oleander While I'm Here, but I did like Oleander.
Let's see.
That might have been their best song, actually.
Let's go Stone Temple Pilots, Dead and
Look,
Bloated.
we can't do this all night, so you get 2 minutes
No.
to guess.
Okay, I'm going to keep guessing, and they're going to keep guessing. You gotta keep up with both. All right, was I wrong on Stone Temple Pilots?
Yeah, you were wrong there.
And what happens if one of us get the band right? Do you say yes and then we guess the song?
Yeah, I'll do that, but you got a time limit. We can't do this all night.
All right, let's start it now. Let's start it now, okay?
Okay, it's 10:05, 9:05 Central. You get 2 minutes.
All right. Live, Lightning Crashes.
No, good song, but no.
Matchbox 20.
I'm also watching the
Push.
chat. Nobody said it in the chat either. It is not Matchbox 20.
Man, this is getting tough already. Let's see here.
Matchbox 20 was awesome though.
Days of the New.
No. You're naming some decent ones though.
90s, baby. The Toadies.
No.
Smashing Pumpkins.
People are doing good in the chat. Not them. Brenda says Hot Chili Peppers, not them. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Brian Pear says Three Doors Down. Nope. Tom Hood says Everclear. And by the way, Everclear, I rock Everclear ever so often when I
Alice
need
in
to just
Chains.
get pumped.
Rooster.
No, it wasn't. Space says Uncle Cracker. Dude, somebody said I look like Uncle Cracker.
Yeah.
How come I look like all the weirdest people in life? Am I really that ugly? Like, it's Joey Fatone and Uncle. I don't think I look like Uncle Cracker, but I get the Joey Fatone one. Yogi says the White Stripes. Nope. What I Got, Sublime. Adam. Nope. Brenda says Soundgarden.
Pearl Jam.
No, it wasn't Pearl Jam. It's not Tool. Not Foo Fighters.
REM.
No.
U2.
I feel like somebody's.
Foo Fighters.
I don't know if I'm in my head right now, but I feel like I heard somebody say it, and then I went through here and looked, and I didn't see it. So,
Oasis.
no.
No Doubt.
No. Look, nobody's got it. It's 10:07. Did somebody say Bush?
You were talking about Bush on the last live chat,
It was Bush.
and it was
But you got to name the
Machine
song.
Head.
No.
Greedy fly.
No. TGZ says he want to really want to sing a zig.
Appreciate the 2-bomb though. Mike, what Bush song are you listening to? Hold on, let me think. What's a? I can't think of their songs, man. Hold on.
Oh, it wasn't glycerin, but I do like glycerin. Kevin Cable says glycogen, and I love that you said glycogen. That's funny. But no, it was not glycerin.
What album was it on?
It was on Razorblade Suitcase.
Really? So it has to be Machine Head. Come on.
Machine Head wasn't on Razorblade Suitcase.
Was it not? Oh, Razorblade Suitcase is the one with Swallowed?
Yep, it was Swallowed.
Yeah. You didn't get nothing.
It was
kidding.
Swallowed.
Who said Bush? If somebody said Bush, they get
I
something.
thought somebody said Bush. K. Wayne said George Bush. I mean, that
Sam
might count for
Lofton did, but
something.
I don't know when he said that.
Bam said I was 5 in 1996. I don't know who Bush is.
Hey, I was 11. So
Marvelous
we're
Mike
old-
said
we're
he
old.
said Bush.
Okay.
Okay, I was crazy. I was like, man, I could have swore somebody
We'll just
said
go back
Bush
through the
or
chat, and the first one that said Bush gets something.
something. Well, you think-
Oh, what a random thing to do. Speaking of, we have a Patreon. If you're not a patron on Patreon, what are you waiting for? It's just $1.
What the are you waiting
Just
for?
$1 a month, and you get bonus footage. We'll be releasing a video on that probably in the next day or two. But either way, starting on, well, we could go ahead and start it now. Go ahead and start it now, but it won't be till the end of June. Everybody that is a member on Patreon, everyone that's a patron gets put into a drawing for a signed jersey.
Oh yeah.
A
We're gonna
signed
start doing
Chiefs
some
jersey.
Patreon giveaways. So basically,
Every month.
yeah, if you're just a member on there, you're automatically entered. So all you gotta do is be a member, and you get through. We're gonna try to do every month, every 60 days, something like that. But like, we're gonna try to do something. We're gonna try to do something really cool too. I think the first one we're gonna do is a Will Shields jersey, a signed Will Shields jersey.
Mike, Marvelous Mike says, don't go back through the chat.
I won't. Don't worry.
No, so yeah, we're doing signed Will Shields jersey for the first one.
Yes.
Let's go.
Who doesn't not want
Look,
a Will
so
Shields jersey signed?
If you would like to be eligible for a signed Will Shields jersey at the end of June, then you need to be a member on Patreon for just $1 freaking dollar. Patreon.com/allchiefed.
You know what? You could be a member for like 100 months, and if you want a jersey, it'd pay for it.
Yeah, that's insane.
Think about that. That's like, how many years is that? It's like 8 years of.
Yeah. Space became a member, baby.
There we go,
Appreciate you,
Space.
Space. Let's go. Yeah, man. So definitely do that. Sam Lofton says, yes, go back through the chat. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. Mike, that's your job. Since you said you give something away, you figure that out. Robert Williams, what's up, my man? Good to see you. We talked about Isaiah Buggs and the allegations towards him about the animal cruelty or mistreatment or however they worded that. And then we've pretty much just been talking. We went over the OTA news, what little news there is, which is nothing.
They're holding
yeah.
it tight to the vest. They must be in there just working on like plays for like Super Bowl. You know, they're just going through it.
Like on the movie Little Giants, they had the secret play called the annexation of Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he's digging deep in the playbook. Like here we are, like 2 OTAs in, and we're on page
The annexation
112.
of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, man. We need some of that sticky stuff that kid had, though, to give to Kadarius Toney.
Dude, we could have used that last year.
I could see MVS out there running a route with it stuck to his jersey. Like, just doing that.
Somehow he'd still drop it.
Yeah.
He would accidentally time it wrong. It would
Isn't that what happened in the movie? The kid accidentally stuck it to his jersey and he couldn't get it undone, so it hit him in the head.
Yeah, so he was just saying, yeah.
Hey, Chief Kelsey is doing the Lord's work here. He said it was Lofton. Heck yeah.
The first to say Bush was after I said it. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd read that part. All right, well.
Let me take a
Nobody
note
win.
of that.
No one won anything.
Let me take a note of this.
Yeah,
Get
write
on
that
my-
down.
Let me write this down here. Let's write this down here. Nobody wins the freaking prize.
Nobody wins.
I got that pencil. It's the coping pencil, Steve. So when haters get in the chat, I'm gonna write down. I'm gonna take notes of everything that they whine about, so they can cope harder.
We're not going to take time to do this, but just because no one won that, if anyone for the rest of this show can name the band that I've been listening to today, they just released an album last Friday, and I've been tearing it up. Mike, I'll give you one guess. Actually, you know what? You can guess too. You can guess the whole time. But yeah, I've been listening to a new album. It's pretty good. They are current.
Billie Eilish.
No.
Oh.
Okay, we're not going to make a thing of this. I just want them to have something to do in the chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody gets it right.
So if I just
I'll keep an
randomly
eye
come
out.
in and start screaming bands, you know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, as far as football goes, though, like now do they have another? How much more do they have this week before they're off?
One more. We got media access tomorrow. So we actually get some people on the mic tomorrow, get some questions. Do you think they're going to come at Andy with a dog question and Michael Vick?
I'm sure they will. And Andy's going to be like, listen, y'all leave me alone.
About
Holy
time
crap.
says 21 Pilots. I
Holy
felt like that
crap.
was my second guess.
He just won. So yeah, that was quick. Dang, about time. You're on a roll lately. Isn't he the one that won the shoes?
Yeah. You did give him a pretty good guess. You said it was a current band that just released an album. So, I mean,
Well, he's not the only one with Google.
I'm just saying.
I didn't think anybody'd even get it. I ain't gonna lie. Good call. And it's good, by the way.
Phil said you've been listening to that new Taylor
I
Swift.
haven't, Phil. I actually did listen to it once, and I didn't like any of it. I was even highly disappointed with the Post Malone song. I like Post Malone.
Me too. It was odd, wasn't it? I listened to it for the first time the other day.
He wasn't
because I was
really
listening to
featured in
Post.
it. It was like he did some backing vocals or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he did some post. I feel like, look, at the risk of having Swifties just chop every face off I have, some of her newest music just don't hit.
It's not as good.
It feels just weird.
Adam, let's go, my man. Let's go.
Let's go.
Everybody take note. Everybody take note. You have to sign up on Patreon. It's just $1 a month. You get bonus
Shields.
you get bonus videos and everything throughout the month for just $1. And at the end of June, we're giving away a Will Shield signed jersey to just one member. But if you want a chance to win that signed jersey, it's just $1.
What if we had like 100 of those? We just give them away to every member for $1. That's funny.
Man,
Bam
See-
says you give it away.
I might have.
He said
Maybe I did.
you mentioned them in a stream.
See, some people listen. They pay
I
attention.
thought 21 Pilots was like quit. I don't even remember the last song they did before this.
What do you mean?
Didn't they have a song that was really big back in the day? And
They've had a lot.
I just always thought they were like a one-hit wonder.
No, not close. You know, it is crazy. They're even bigger than I thought, though, because they're touring the album. So I was like, I haven't seen them live. That'd be a cool concert. First of all, tickets are outrageous, and second of all, they're an arena band. I didn't know they were doing arenas.
Yeah, I didn't even know they were that cool.
Yeah, they're awesome, dude. Go listen to their stuff.
It was
everybody-
that stupid Blurry Face song from 2015. That's the only song I ever thought they had.
You talking about the album that had like it was Blurry Face was the album, I think. It had Ride and all that.
Was it called Stressed Out?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the big one they had. See, that was the only song I ever thought they had. I thought they were like a one-hit wonder after that.
They also had Ride on the same album. Then they had that Heathen song got freaking massive with the what was that DC thing they did? Why can't I think of the name of it? The movie with Jared Leto as a Joker.
Oh,
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
That song was massive. Come on. Get with the times, Mike.
About Time says, what's he going to win?
I don't know, Mike. Whatever you're planning on giving away, it goes about time now. It's a mystery. It's a mystery package.
No, this isn't for here. This is for Patreon.
No, on here, the lowest membership's the Matt Castle membership. That's great. No, Patreon, it's just all $1. It's $1 to be a member.
Bonus. There's like extra stuff, extra wallpapers, just crap. Just tons of crap over there.
Just crap.
And, depending on
we
how
do
many
videos
people, the more people
specifically
that come in, the more content that goes there too. We kind of did it. We started it up because YouTube pulled their whole crap on us a few months ago, and then we had to have a way. So people actually went over and supported us a lot there, man.
Heck yeah.
Thank everybody for that. And yeah, so we just decided to keep it since we had a good base going, and we were like, hey, we'll just keep adding to it and getting bigger and growing with it. So
And we made it really, really cheap for you guys.
Oh yeah, super cheap. Uno. I never remember money. Why don't I remember that?
Look. Shane Boring knows. Car Radio is awesome. That song rules.
I don't know these songs.
You're going to have to start digging into that band because they're great. And do you know all their albums go together? They're telling a story. It's about a character named Blurryface. Or well, that's what he calls it, but it's Clancy. It's the name of their new album. It's pretty cool. The Trench album's the best, though. So you could start there if you'd like.
I don't know about it.
Just go do it. I'm telling you, it'll be a good time. Yeah, so they have one more day this week, which is a media day. So we'll actually get some news, right?
Should get some stuff.
Good.
Tom asked if Mahomes, Kelsey, and Reed started a band, what would you call it? What would we call it?
Oh, what would we name that band?
It doesn't matter what their name, but you know what we'd do?
Name it.
We'd listen.
No.
We would just listen.
It should be called Dynasty, like 2 words, but Dynasty. I just named their band. They have to play really edgy rock, though.
Who would be the lead singer? It can't be Mahomes.
Kelsey.
Yeah, it's got to be Kelsey being like weird.
100%.
Fighting for his right to party, maybe.
Yeah, Kelsey's the lead singer. Andy Reid is the drummer.
Yeah.
And Mahomes
Andy
looks
looks like he'd play bass, don't he?
Slap at the bass.
But he couldn't be a bass player. Well, he could, but that would mean Mahomes has to be the drummer.
They could get Paul Rudd to slap the bass.
Paul Rudd could join as a member to slap the bass.
It's perfect. I like it. But what could they be named? I like this question.
Julia said, name them Plums.
That's so funny. Foreigner.
British says Journey.
Let's
Let's just name them frickin' Journey. Hey,
Bruce
Bruce
Springsteen.
There was a band named Chicago. Just name them Kansas City. There you go. It's like
KC.
Chicago's rival.
KC and the Sunshine Band.
Yeah.
Got it. They're gonna get sued though.
Pop said 3 Dog Night.
Oh, Pop's in the house.
Calling
Pop's
them dogs, Pop?
I think
that's Isaiah Buggs' band name.
I just want to take this time to announce publicly.
That's Isaiah Buggs' band name, Pop.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
oh, no.
You can't infringe on it.
I just want to say this publicly. Dad doesn't love me anymore. He doesn't hang out with me no more.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. He said, it's not football season. I don't want to see you.
Here we go.
No.
What's up, Jeremy? What's up? He says hi, folks.
What's up, my man?
Hi, Jeremy. What's up, brother?
Yeah. Anyway, so back to the football thing. They got the one media day. Then next week, what goes into next week? Do you have the?
There's more. Just more OTAs.
You get the itinerary going.
Yeah, it's just more OTAs. We got Flapjack. Flapjack says
With a
Kansas City
tuba.
convicts.
KCC.
To be honest, I'm not too worried about anything that's popping up because so far nothing's stuck. Right?
Rasheed Rice's is going to stick.
Just Rasheed, but we've already discussed that to the end of time. He's going to get that. He's pleading that down. He's not going to get nothing. Legally, I don't know what the league's going to do to him, but legally I don't think he's getting nothing.
Man, Shane's on the music thing still, Mike. He says, would you rather bring back Chester Bennington or Chris Cornell? That's a tough one, bro. Like, both of them have voices that are just like, I don't know. I think Chris Cornell's more unique. Wouldn't you say? Like, Chester was an amazing singer, but I do feel like there are people that slightly sound like Chester.
Yeah.
I don't know about Chris Cornell, though. I don't know. I think it'd be mean to bring one back and not the other.
I don't mind Chester, but I mean, if you just want to hear how smooth, it's like smooth but raspy in a way.
Chris Cornell's just different.
Dude, yeah, if you go listen to Chris Cornell, listen to like some Audio Slave, Like a Stone. That is like a perfect voice.
Yeah, he can
like
sing.
the way he hits those notes, baby. It's great, dude. And then Soundgarden.
Of course, Soundgarden, yeah.
Dude, it's just, I don't
He
know.
also, what was the, there was like a little side project, Temple of the Dog or something like that.
Something.
Do you remember that in the 90s?
I kind of remember something, but I don't think dude, going back and listening to all those music, sometimes when I'm on long road trips or something, I'll just get lost in Spotify clicking through, and then I'll play. We always play, like, every time we go to KC, you put me in the back seat and make me guess songs.
Yeah, Mike's like a human, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, if they still had the show where it was like, name that tune, like, Mike would be undefeated. Like, it's crazy.
Gotta be it's got to be specific.
I don't know, dude. I've tried a lot of different stuff on you. Oh, Temple of the Dog was Eddie Vedder? I could have swore that was, I guess I'm wrong. Pop Pops with the 10 bomb. He says, I still live at the same place in the off season. I see.
Well, there it is. He showed you.
I'm just going to show up. I'm going to wake you up. I'm showing up at... Pop goes to bed with the birds, man. Like, it's still daylight outside and he's asleep. I don't know when to go.
Steve, don't just randomly show up in the middle of the night.
Hey.
Go away, Peyton. Damn it.
You'll get that.
Oh, man.
I don't know about it.
How you going to do Pops dirty like that?
What? It's not doing them dirty.
Oh, wait. They said it was both of them, Eddie Vedder and Chris Cornell. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Have you seen the guy that talks about Eddie Vedder and he talks about how he writes lyrics from the...
First of all...
And he just makes noises and it's perfect.
I'm going to go ahead and put this out into the universe. Eddie Vedder is not good. I don't like his voice. And he talked trash about Butker. I don't like him no more.
Who didn't?
It
was like the cool thing to do, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like every celebrity had to get up and it's like they all got sent out a memo to read on air and they're like, we do not condone Harrison Butker.
Julia, I'm done with you.
No, Pop said Limp Bizkit, so we're done with it. Ray says, who are the better coach QB duo? Okay. Marv Levy and Jim Kelly or Reed Mahomes. Oh, well.
You got to go Reed Mahomes.
Well, yeah, you had me till Reed Mahomes. If you'd have threw out Marv Levy or Jim Kelly with Sean McDermott, Josh Allen, who would you have taken?
Oh, Marv Levy and Jim Kelly. Oh. I mean, they went to what, 4 straight Super Bowls or something crazy?
Right, but they choked a little, right?
They choked the chicken.
Yeah.
Mike, we got an old friend in the house here. Cobra Kai, Ty.
Cobra Kai, baby.
Been a member for 10 months now. What's going on, Ty? Hope you're doing well, my man.
Cobra Kai's in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, Cobra Kai has made an appearance. Let's go.
Heck yeah, let's go, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for the season to start.
Yeah, I can't either, man.
I'm wishing our summer away here because I'm just like, I want it to be football season.
Yeah, we get a summer, but we don't get a summer.
Yeah, we do. A really hot, muggy one in Kentucky. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll get the weather. We just don't get, like, the days off. And, like, I wish we were, like, kids back in school, you know. You get your 2 or 3 months off.
What's that?
Be fun times, baby.
Man,
fun times.
It's what is it? It's 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. So I've effectively been going nonstop since, like, 9:30 a.m. I don't like it. We're going to have to do something about this. I don't know about this work stuff. I need a summer vacation.
What's up, Iceberg?
What if no one did anything from the end of May until August? Like, everything just shut down.
Yeah, K Wayne, we need to chew with the crew back this year.
We're going to do it. I
think we're going to try to do it. We'll probably just try to do it at the same place. They were pretty cool with us last year. Remember
at Zarda? Yeah.
They had some kind of a weird backroom issue, and then they just moved us out front, which is sectioned off. But, I mean, I didn't have any problem with it. I thought that was fine. So yeah, it was pretty cool. We'll probably just go back there.
Yeah, I think I mean, it worked out great, right? So I'm okay with it. What do I want to eat from there this time? I think I might just go with the average Joe. The Z-Man tribute. I'm gonna go with that.
Yo, Z-Man tribute.
I'm gonna do that. I wonder what they're gonna do about L'Jarius Sneed sandwich now that he's a Titan.
You have to go to Tennessee and get some hot chicken with L'Jarius Sneed. Wonder who's gonna be the first one to team up with L'Jarius Sneed down there for a nice Sneed sandwich, a Sneedwich, if you will.
A Sneedwich.
A hot chicken. Dude, I was thinking about that hot
Hattie
chicken
B's,
yesterday.
baby.
No, it wasn't even Hattie B's. I was thinking about Prince's.
I think I like
And that
Prince's
cake.
better. So
Hey, if anybody's ever near Nashville, get down to Prince's hot chicken and get yourself
First
some
of all, you get that
red
sandwich.
velvet cake.
First you start it with the Andre.
Have dreams about it.
You start it with the Andre. It's the sandwich they have, and you get it hot. Do not, whatever you do, get it any hotter than hot.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. We hung out. We hung out in the place for about what, 2 hours, and then we hung out in the parking lot for about 2 more.
It seemed like it.
It was a long time.
Well, I tell you this: we talked so long after we ate, and then there and in the parking lot, we actually stopped at Whataburger on the way back through. We didn't eat it then, but we took it back with us to the Airbnb and ate it later.
Yeah, dude, it was so long after we left. Remember, Haley was there. She had to leave, right? She had to leave, do something because she had to be up early the next day. She wrote and was like, "Hey man, how'd everything go? You guys back? Blah blah blah." I'm like, "We're just now like leaving the parking lot." She's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I ain't coming next time."
Hey, HC Chiefs fan says he don't like hot chicken.
I mean,
Some people don't.
so I mean, here lately, I'm like a spicy food fanatic lover, and then lately, I can't. It's like something switched overnight, and like everything to me is like, it's not spicy as in I can't eat it, but it's like as soon as I eat it, I just get sickly feeling. I don't know what happened. I think I got
don't
an
either.
ulcer. I think I burned my stomach out or something.
I wish I could say the same, but I keep torturing myself every day.
Dude, well, I torture myself for like, where are we at, 40 years now?
Yeah. Mike, I had Zaxby's for dinner, and it was trash. We need a Cane's.
Did you get the Mr. Beast box? I heard it was dope.
Essentially, I didn't. I just got the tenders with the spicy Zax sauce, and it was like the sauce is okay, but they're not. Slim Chickens is better, and Cane's is better. I'm now officially not a Zaxby's
Well, the
guy.
Mr. Beast one, you get the wings,
You get the cheese
fries,
curds.
and you get the cheese curds, and you get two pieces of toast, and you get a Mr. Beast candy bar.
Wait for this. They didn't even have freaking toast, so the manager of the Zaxby's went and bought a freaking loaf of white bread and just was giving that out. And I'm like, what is this? I was mad. My chicken was burned. Ty with the 5 bomb. What's up, my man? Says technically I would be a member for 14 months if YouTube didn't go slap nuts. That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you're all good, man. Enjoy the summer.
Enjoy that bad boy.
Heck yeah.
Dude, we had such bad storms the other night. And Steve, I didn't even tell you this. We had such bad storms. We lost power for like 6 hours, right? Mm-hmm. They turned it back on. I went walking around the neighborhood today. A tree up the road, this almost got me too, fell on a power line. The people up the road have been out without power for 4 days.
That's
dude.
happened to a lot of places, yeah.
Like they just now got it cleaned up, and it's been kind of hot over the past few days.
I was very fortunate. So that night that all that was going on, there was actually a tornado that touched down like one road over.
Really?
You know that? Yeah. So like I'm like very fortunate. We didn't have any damage or nothing. Like, so
Been a lot of crazy weather this year.
There's some sticks in the yards I had to throw out when I was mowing. That's about it. I can deal with
Appreciate
that.
you, Ty. Appreciate you, brother.
Heck yeah, man.
K. Wayne, 7-month member. He said, "Zam it, Bobby.
He said, "Sam, but Bobby."
Quit whacking off in the tool shed." Oh, you got it. You said, "What in the hell?"
Heck yeah. Yeah, Shane, we'll let you know. Whenever we schedule it, we'll get it out there. That way everybody can.
Yeah,
come
last
hang
year
out.
we did the tickets or whatever so we could get a head count. But I don't know if we'll do that this year. We may just
I think they're okay with us not having, like, they were worried we would have.
right.
You know,
Which, I mean, it's very possible we could get more people in this year. I mean, everything's kind of growing and stuff. But at the same time, it's one specific night at one specific time. Not everybody can make it. So,
Right.
And it's usually in the middle of the week because that's the way it works because we're there for camp. So, yeah, I think this year we may not even do that. We just may drive out and just be like, hey, this is the night we'll be there. Just come visit. Like, we won't. I mean, we'll give everybody a heads up and plenty of time. It's not going to be like we just appear.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think we'll go through the whole ticket order and stuff. I just don't. And I mean, last year we didn't even keep no money or nothing out of that. We tipped the restaurant the entire amount.
Well, yeah, because you have to pay for the room, right?
Yeah, we paid for the room, tipped them the rest of it. Like, we were not trying to make money last year. Like, we were literally just trying to get a head count. And that was the only way we knew how to do it. But this year it's like, I don't even think we're going to do it. We'll just be like, hey, if we overflow, I mean, what are they going to do? Kick you out because you brought them too much business? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
If y'all come, just buy some food. What are they going to tell you?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. We brought you guys business.
We did a good thing.
We need to have Zarda just sponsor the show. Zarda needs an all chiefed up meal.
They
We've
do.
got
How
to
do we
make
go
this
about
happen.
this?
When we go down there, we're going to meet with Zarda and we're telling them we need an all chiefed up meal. Let's do a sponsorship.
We don't have to make anything new. We'll just pick what's on your menu and make it, the meal.
You get one rib. Wait, what do you get? If you picked it, you're like, you get one of everything on the menu. $4.99. Because we're for the people. That's why. Chris Wright in the house. He says donate to your local animal shelter. Hugs fan.
What's up, Chris Wright?
Chris, 10 months, baby.
Y'all
yeah.
put some ketchup in the chat for Chris.
Dude, if those allegations are true and he really didn't feed a dog for like 2 weeks or give it water and kept it chained up. Because, dude, look, Kansas, I don't know what area. Oh, they said Tuscaloosa, didn't they? I was thinking it was KC. But I bet Tuscaloosa is just as hot or hotter. And it's been kind of warm. They've had bad storms in KC. So I think Tuscaloosa's probably been about the same. So, yeah, if that turns out to be true, man, that dude's a chooch.
Real peace there.
He's a real piece.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, so, yeah, we'll do that. Zarda Lenexa. Parking lot party, K-Wayne. Let's go. Jared says, can we get a poll? What do you want to poll,
what do you
Jared?
want to poll? Let's get a poll.
Yeah, what do you want to poll?
Let's do a poll on if you like polls.
And Jared wants to click a button, okay? What do you want? What do you want me to poll?
The poll should say, do you guys like when we do polls, yes or no? So we'll know to do
That's
more
not
polls.
going to be it. That's not going to be it.
I want to know if they want more polls.
Jeez. I could make so many jokes.
Do a good one here. Let's see. Will the Chiefs take a fullback this year? There's certain things I kind of want to know what the general consensus on. That's one for me. I still want to know, like, if people really think the fullback's coming back. I'm kind of it always intrigues me if we think we're going to take 3 or 4 tight ends. I'm still kind of intrigued if we're going to take 5 or wait. We took 6 linebackers last year. We discovered that feels a little like overkill, don't it? But with the new kickoff rule, does it? Got to have those guys out there. Got to have them tackling machines.
Yep. Shane says, my girlfriend's coming again, and she knows a little bit more about football now. She's a Swiftie.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Let's go.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I can't wait to see everybody again. That'll be a good time.
Yeah, it'd be a good time, for real. We had a good time last time.
Maybe we should take over a Gates instead of Zarda. Get yelled at. Everyone that goes through the door gets yelled at.
Yeah. You're getting kicked out of there. You're not having a friendly meeting at Gates.
They're not as laid back, okay?
I've not been to a single Gates where they didn't yell at me.
You better know what you want to order.
You know what would be a cool one?
Don't you look at that menu.
Arthur Bryant's would be kind of cool. It's old
Joe's
school.
would be fun.
Joe's would be fun. Joe's is always so packed. Good luck.
Well, let's make it more packed, baby.
Everybody be waiting outside in the line for about 22 or 23 hours.
Yeah.
So
Slaps would be cool.
So that's would be
Have
cool.
that
They got
outside area?
The outside deck, yeah. They got that big deck.
Jeez. Gary says still could be a fullback. Yeah, for sure. I think that's like that's his route to making the squad, right? Is if we have Andy decides he wants a fullback again.
Do you think Carson still is directly competing, whether they know it or not, with Zamet?
I
Because
don't know.
Zamet's
I mean,
not
they
necessarily a
wouldn't be-
fullback, right?
They wouldn't be used the same at all.
No, they wouldn't. But Carson Steele would almost be a lot of like an H-back style. Is Carson Steele as big as a Mike Burton? Like, I just don't think he was as physically overpowering as Burton
Carson
was.
Steele is a tiny ball of muscle, bro. He's ripped.
He is. I just didn't
What's
know
this dude?
like
Let me
what
look it
his actual size was.
I'm going to compare him to Anthony Sherman. How about that?
Chief Kelsey says Chef Jay's would be awesome. I've heard so much good stuff
I
about
wanna
Chef
go
Jay's,
there.
but we've
That's-
never been able to go.
I want to go next time that we're in town for sure.
John Hill says Jack Stacks. Dude, we love Jack Stacks for real. Yeah, the thing about it is, though, is like, it seems like every time we're in KC, we always tend to go there early in the week, and everything closes at like, they're either closed for the day or they close super early.
A lot of places aren't open
on Monday and
Mondays.
Tuesdays. So it's kind of weird. Sam says he's 226. Huh.
Okay, I'll tell you. Here's what we got. He is, well, this is what's listed on Google, is Carson Steele 6'1", 225, and Anthony Sherman, it was 5'10", 242. So Anthony Sherman's got him by about 18 pounds or so.
Yeah.
Give or take. And then Carson Steele's got him by about 3 inches. So, on height. So
I guess he can do it then. It's not a big deal. Robert says, who's the best fullback we have ever had in your opinions? I would say, and I mean, he ended up being a running back, but didn't Tony T. Rich started off as a fullback, didn't he? I was young at the time, but I'm pretty sure he started off as a fullback.
I want to say like
And then
early
he ended up
2000s,
carrying
he was a
it.
fullback, right?
He toted the rock, baby.
Let's see.
Little Tony Richards.
Hey, I got one for you. Do you remember what was his name? He was a freaking linebacker, but he played fullback for a second.
Boomer?
Boomer Grigsby.
Boomer Grigsby played linebacker or played a fullback
Yeah.
with the Chiefs.
He started at fullback.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Just once. I think he I don't remember what he did, but yeah, I do remember reading that.
Yeah. Bam says, "What if Zamet is the fullback that catches passes out of the backfield?" That's what I was trying to say. Like, they don't play the same thing, but if Steele is going to be a lot of like an H-back-esque kind of guy, right? You're not going to keep a whole fullback just to come in and block 1 or 2 fourth down plays, are you?
Isn't the Freight House location the only location? Let's be honest here. That's the best
location for sure. We did go to another location, though. I want to say it was the one right over in Kansas. Remember where we stayed that time?
Did they have one in Overland Park?
We went with Pops to one over. Remember?
I don't know.
We got there kind of late. That's the time you got the
No.
wings, dude. They were
That
awesome.
was shoot. That was right there by I can't remember.
Shane says, "Did you say Lenexa for Zard is not the Blue Springs?" Last time we did Blue Springs,
yeah,
so we'll
did,
probably do Blue Springs. Probably the same one, unless they can't
Unless we do something different.
do it, and then we do something different. Yeah, it's possible. Maybe you should do a poll.
I don't know. I think we could look into Jack Stack Freight House and see how much it would be to get a room there.
Are you trying to get a room? Hey, well, we tried that with Q39. And they tried to charge us $1,800.
I would imagine that it's going to be similar at Jack Stack, though.
I think Jack Stack and they all want to cater it. They don't want to let you order
Yeah,
individually.
we don't want
they
to do
want
that.
to cater.
We just want to order.
Right. Jared with a 2-bomb, baby.
Let's go, Jared.
He says, if Lewis Reese Zamet makes the cut, he will be our fullback. I mean, that's kind of what I feel. I don't think he can lead block, though, so that might go out the window. But at the same time, we had Noah Gray lead blocking at fullback last year. I was watching film the other day, and Noah Gray was lined up in the backfield like an H-back fullback, and he was lead blocking some. So Andy's not scared to try it with players, and I don't know if I wouldn't trust Zamet to block. I'm going to trust Carson Steele all day over Zamet to block, I believe.
Right, yeah, for sure.
Bam also says 3 inches where it counts.
Oh, no, Bam.
Appreciate you, Jared. Scott says Kimball Anders. Did
Bam
Kimball
it,
play
Bobby.
fullback? I thought he was running back only. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. He may have started off.
Are you going to argue with an old man about what happened 25 years ago?
I'm not arguing anything. I'm just saying, did he?
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Pops said Kimball Anders too.
He was.
So maybe he did play some fullback.
Bing.
But he carried the ball a lot though, right? Kimball Anders carried the ball a pretty good amount for a fullback, if that's the case. I thought he had a whole season where he chunked off a lot of good yards.
Well, he played both apparently. So.
Well, that's probably what I'm remembering then.
So yeah, you can book an event at Jack Stack, but it doesn't give a price. You have to like fill out a thing for it. So I imagine it's going to be a little pricey.
Okay, yeah. Kimball Anders did go from fullback to running back. So they like to do that a lot in the 90s, didn't they? T. Rich, Kimball Anders.
Yeah, for sure.
He had more. Hey, he had 2 seasons in 95 and 97 as a fullback where he crossed 398 yards. And once he went to running back, he never had a season where he got over 331 yards.
That's crazy.
That's weird.
Mike, we got a 10 bomb from our boy Ty.
Let's go, baby.
He says, I'm able and willing to throw down on the deposit or money in to help you guys in any way on the crew meetup. Appreciate that, Ty. You're the man. Yeah, we'll try to figure out what's up. Worst case scenario, we do exactly what we did last year. We'll just go to Zarda Blue Springs. But if we can find something cooler for a reasonable price, then yeah, we'll look into it.
Yeah, this year, like last year, we kind of threw it together last minute. This year, as soon as we get the dates, I'll start making calls and trying to figure stuff out, So
yeah,
we'll have a little bit of time. And I'm pretty sure they don't do it, at least we don't get there till probably August, early August. So it'll be sometime in early August. I think last year was
around the 17th, 18th, something like that.
Yeah, it was right in the middle of August. So it's going to be in that same ballpark.
Appreciate the 10, Ty. Y'all put some legendaries in the chat.
Appreciate you,
Ty.
brother. I loved Kathy's comment up here. I laughed
What do we
when
got?
I read it. She said the blocking scheme is too much for gosh damn it. Kathy coming out here with a gosh is like Napoleon Dynamite. Gosh,
damn it.
dude, I laughed. Sometimes I'll just catch myself creeping over to the comment section. I'll see something and I just almost lose it sometimes.
Yeah,
Y'all a bunch of idiots in here sometimes. I'm going to say that straight up. It's funny.
It's entertaining for sure.
Yeah, people start talking about that Blue Chew day. No, I think the worst was when we all talking about that dude with the big head.
Dude, that was out of control.
Dude, that dude had such a big head, bro. I can't. I was crying that day.
That was crazy. Hey, all of you guys that got to catch our video yesterday, we released a video with kind of a newer format, kind of what we're going to. Of course, we're going to tweak it a little bit and make it better. But if you guys got to see it, let us know how you like that format. That's what we're going to be rolling with from here forward for a little while.
We brought back Times Yours.
Times Yours was back. We had a new segment called Beyond the Kingdom, where we talk about NFL news that isn't necessarily Chiefs related. Whatever's the
Steve,
big story is the moment.
Can I play the intro for Beyond the Kingdom? Because I think it's some of the best work you've ever done.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah, play it.
Hey ye! It's time for Beyond the Kingdom.
You like that?
I heard you say, hey ye. We thought it would be funny to do the entire segment in old voices.
Not doing that. But that was, that's definitely what I was
Wouldn't that have
thinking.
been hilarious?
Like the town crier. He had a bell.
Yeah, you're like freaking Paul Revere. The British are coming.
No, you got it wrong. The town crier, Mike. Hear ye, hear
Is that
ye.
the same thing?
No. Paul Revere was not, I don't think.
The town crier. That's the name of it?
That's what they were called.
Bro, you're getting canceled in 2024 calling them the town crier. You can't
They're just
call
sad.
somebody the town
We're making fun of
crier.
sad people.
Yeah, you can't say the town crier, dude. You gotta say the sad person. the strong sad. Just call him strong sad. Move on.
Chiefs fan says funniest episode ever by ACU was the Mahomes baby namer. That was a good one.
Dude, we have so much fun doing dumb stuff like that, but every time we throw that up on YouTube, we get blasted. People come at us and they hate it. You'd be so amazed. For every person that says that they like that kind of stuff, we get probably 10 that say we hate you. Quit doing it. Let's talk about the Chiefs. It's
David
funny
Howe.
'cause I'm
It would have been the video we released yesterday with Tom Brady on the thumbnail.
The Tom Brady one was the news segment, and then the one he's talking about, the baby name one, that was like what, 2 years ago? Was that the one when it wasn't when Sterling was born?
No, it was bronze.
So it was for bronze, and if I remember
No, but that was like the only medal we didn't pick.
Yeah, because we were picking medals. That was the point.
Yeah.
Like we said, we were going to call them granite, and granite's a rock. It's not even a freaking metal.
I don't
bro.
know. Who even knows anymore?
We could have called them AC/DC if we wanted to be metal. We can call them Metallica.
Yeah, so that was a funny episode. I remember, I think it was Cole that said that's how he first seen that that was like the first episode he ever watched.
Yeah.
Because he like reached out to us after that, didn't he?
Yeah, he said something about we're stupid. He hated it. No, I don't remember what he said, but yeah, it's pretty funny.
Shane Boring says he likes the segments. We also have another segment in the works too. For those of you guys that like a little bit of comedy relief in your stuff, we'll have another segment as well. But those are kind of what we're going to roll with and format the videos that way. So, yeah.
Yeah, we were looking for a way to bring in like news from everywhere. Because, I mean, a lot of people, like you guys see Chief stuff before we even probably can make a video. Like, we're not breaking the news by any means, right? Like, you guys, I mean, nowadays, what? This cell phone right here pops off about 37 different things before, I mean, as soon as it's out. So it's like nobody's breaking this news. So
David Howe, yes, it's been 2 years. Like we've been around for 2 years now. I guess it would have been 2 years back in like what, March?
Mid-April was our second.
Mid-April?
Yeah, I think that was our 2-year anniversary.
So we just hit 2 years.
We just hit 2, and to be honest, we really didn't. We never did a YouTube anything before, and we didn't even plan to do YouTube. We were just going to strictly do podcasts, and then one day we were like, well, let's just record something, throw it up, and then like we kind of just rolled with it, and we were lost. Like we had no idea, and just kind of did it, and then we started formatting and making something out of it. But I wish we'd have kind of known what to do right off the rip, because YouTube would have initially pushed the crap out of it, probably, because that's what they like to do. And then once you become like an old geezer at like 3 months old, they're like, nope, we're going to pick on you now.
Grow up. Time to grow up.
You're a veteran. Grow up. We're going to ban you.
Mike, we got a 5 bomb from Cobra Kai Ty. It says, love the new segment. Reminds me of the good old Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Bring forth the holy hand grenade.
Hear ye.
Man.
Yeah, I wanted to get in some full Chiefs news, but then also hit the NFL world, right? Because sometimes we just get lost in our own Chief world. Sometimes I want to report on other players' teams being slap nuts, or other teams' players being slap nuts.
Yeah. I thought you said, dude, I'm like reading comments, and for some reason that came across as you wanted to report on other teams' nuts. I was like, what?
I mean,
like if you saw, I was like, what?
I guess if you have to,
if you got to, no, but yeah, hopefully, we'll be doing a lot more content now. We made some changes behind the scenes, where we should be able to give out, put out a lot more content. So that's the idea, and not just more content, but like better quality content as well. So, yep, stick with us. It'll be a fun time. Man, Brian Parrott's getting a little out of control in the chat there. No, I'm just kidding. What you doing, Mike?
Sorry, something caught my interest. Did you know, and this is something I never knew. So we all know the Chiefs were named the Dallas Texans, right?
Right.
So the Texans, and then in 1960 they become the Chiefs. Did you know the Chicago Bears? Hold up. Did you know the Chicago Bears were named the Decatur? The Decatur Staleys?
That's a terrible name.
What the heck's a Staley?
Mike, that rivals the
Is it like Deuce Staley?
That rivals the Double-A baseball team in Lexington.
That's why I was just sitting here just looking.
Say that one more time.
The Decatur Staleys. Staleys.
Okay, so what's the worst team name? The Decatur Staleys or the Lexington Counterclocks?
I still hate the Counterclogs. But after Brandon Staley, I mean, they give that one a bad name, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, so the Lexington Counterclocks actually used to be called the Lexington Legends, and they were the AA team for the Royals.
Yeah.
So, like, when, one of the guys got hurt or something, they were rehabbing, they played in AA or AAA, like, we could go catch a game.
Yeah.
Right up the
You're
road.
right.
But now now I think they're a farm team for maybe the Tampa Bay Rays or something. I
Okay,
don't even
Steve,
know.
I'm going to quiz you. What NFL franchise that we know today was named the Boston Braves in 1932? That's a good one. Hey, if anybody beats Steve, let's play Beat Steve in the chat.
The Boston Braves, huh?
It's Steve versus like 180 people.
I'm going to go with... the Washington Commanders.
Justin Flanders says Staley's the last name of their founder. That would make sense then. Washington Commanders is right.
Oh!
Yeah, it was Washington Commanders. They went from the Boston Braves
I win.
to the Boston Redskins to the Washington Redskins to the Washington football team, and they're now known as the Washington Commanders. To be honest, the Boston Braves was cool sounding.
I saw today where they said they're not changing their name back, even though it was voted 54% of people wanted them to.
Didn't they go through a thing, though? Isn't somebody suing them for that?
Yeah, there
Like
was
to
actually
change it back, right?
an actual Native American, some kind of foundation or something, I think.
Yeah. Joe says, so why didn't the new Houston football team not use the Oilers? That's a good question. They picked the Texans, but maybe it was something to do with, like, what was it, Bud Adams? Maybe he did something.
It's weird because, I mean, the Oilers are the Titans now, correct? So, like, I don't know how that works. It's kind of weird. How how all the teams are intertwined and stuff. It's pretty strange.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to give you one more. That was funny.
See if I can go 2 for 2. What you got?
What team was named the Cleveland Rams in 1937?
That's tough. Let's see here.
Don't overthink it here.
All right, I'm going with the Cincinnati Bengals.
You overthought it.
It's the Browns?
Cleveland Rams. That's 2 different names. So one of those franchises became something. The Cleveland Rams. You said Cincinnati Bengals.
I don't know.
With it. Yeah, you had a 50-50 shot. It was the Los Angeles Rams. That's pretty crazy. The Rams have had a wild.
I want you to ask me one without a name of like one of the teams. Like we need something completely different.
I mean, I've only got like so many. Okay, this is probably the only one I can do.
But yeah, I don't want to just pick like which.
Yeah, this
team
is the only one I can do. The rest of them have like halves in. Okay. Except for the Houston Oilers, which we already know that one.
I don't want no halvesies here.
So this will be your last one then. Gosh, this one's weird, dude. Good luck. In 1930, they were known as the Portsmouth Spartans.
Ooh, this is cool. Give me a hint. Like, are they AFC, NFC?
Well, they're NFC.
All right, the Portsmouth Spartans.
Kathy said the Baltimore coach change was strange. Yeah, you're right. That was kind of strange.
I don't know, man. Let's go with like a Bay Area team. Let's just go San Francisco 49ers.
No, it's a Midwestern state
Called what? Okay.
Think of Spartans.
What does that have to do?
That's
with
the
anything?
big clue.
And
Who
they're
else is named
Midwest?
Spartans?
So it's Detroit Lions?
Yeah. And I would say that's Midwest, right?
No.
Rust
not at
Belt.
all.
What do they call it?
I don't know.
They call Cleveland the Midwest. How's Michigan?
It's not, though. I feel like that's just the
Is that
armpit.
the Rust Belt? Is that what they call it?
Look, Ohio's the armpit, and like Michigan's kind of like the hair sticking out of the armpit.
So what's that make us? Are we the schlong? Is Kentucky the schlong?
the best damn state in the freaking country. That's what we are. Duh. We don't count. We're not counting Eastern Kentucky. They don't count.
I don't count Louisville. So you can't count Northern Kentucky either because you can't count Lexington because you got an influx of Bengals fans over there.
All right, never mind. I take back what I said.
Yeah, well, you can't count anything in this state. You get one county. You get one county.
It's like a little section in the western part of Kentucky that's nice.
But they all turned into Rams fans and they hated the Chiefs. But now they're probably bandwagoner Chief fans. You think?
No. Everybody in Kentucky's like
John
Titans.
Clifford said it is Midwest by title, Steve.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Detroit is considered the Midwest?
Yeah. David House says in Detroit they consider Michigan. It is. That's what I've always heard.
But why?
He said he lived there for 25 plus years and they consider it the Midwest.
I didn't know that.
I mean, it is mid.
I do like their pizza style. I'll give them that.
He says, isn't Florida the schluck?
Yes.
I can't with his schlucking.
He
It's
corrects
like
it.
Oh, no, I like schlock better. Like, I want to start saying that now. I want to start saying the schlock. It's great. Dude, it's so good. I like playing fun little games like that.
Did Lewis just call Detroit the mole on the butt of the Midwest?
No, that's Kentucky, I bet.
No.
So, Missouri's considered the Midwest, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. Mm-hmm. How do you get Missouri and Detroit to be considered? Like, they're so far
That's why
apart.
I was confused. I'm like,
It's
what are we
so
talking
weird.
about?
So what is it? West Coast is California. Do you consider Vegas West Coast? I guess we could
Not
still
West Coast,
consider
but they're
Vegas.
West. Like if you say like
I'm
if
just
you're on
trying
this
to
side
say,
of the
so you got
country,
New York,
if you're on this side of the country and you're like, I'm going to go out west, then yeah, you could totally be going to Vegas.
So, but I'm just saying, like, you got New York's East Coast, L.A., California's West Coast, and everything in between is just Midwest now. Like Utah,
so.
We're all just Midwest. I think you have to, man.
Yeah. David House said he thinks it's anything in Tornado Alley. Well, if that's the case, then I guess we're Midwest too.
Kentucky's definitely Midwest, right? I don't know what
If
else you could
Detroit
be.
is.
No, I think they consider Kentucky South.
No, Kentucky's always been that weird state that no one knows what to do with.
It's like right on the...
Right in the middle of nothing.
Yeah, it's like South, Midwest together.
I don't know what they call it.
I liked quizzing you on that. Do you know who was named? So this is not a wait, I got to figure out. Okay. This is just an inactive franchise. Did you know Louisville had a franchise named the Louisville Brecks? Brecks, the Brecks. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
They only won one game their entire time they were a team.
Were they a basketball team called the Brecks?
I think so. 100% because they turned into the Louisville Colonels. That was a basketball team. So their name was the Bricks, basically.
Yeah.
And they straight bricked everything because they won one game out of
crazy.
9. They only played 9.
Oh, well, that don't even count.
Well, the team, when they come back to the Louisville Colonels, they went 0-4, and then in 1921 they went 1-12. Why were they so bad, bro?
About time. Have a safe trip home, my man. K. Wayne says, St. Louis is the butt crack of the West. KC was the real gateway. It's where the trail started. Look, St. Louis is definitely doing its best to take over as the armpit of the United States. Like, they're trying their hardest. They said, you thought Detroit was bad. Check us out over here in St. Louis.
Okay.
That was the loudest squeak. We need to get WD-40 that bad boy.
Listen, hold up.
Mike, you need some WD-40 over there.
I'm going to WD-40 it. You know what else works? Like olive oil spray. Did you know that in 1925, 1926, Kansas City had an NFL team? Can you tell me what their names were?
Do what now?
Kansas City had an NFL team in 1925 and 1926.
I didn't know this.
Do you know their name? They started in 1924 as the Kansas City Blues. That must be where Saint's name was. The Kansas City Cowboys. So we were the Cowboys before
So
the
we just
Cowboys were the
switched.
Cowboys?
So the Dallas Texans became the Chiefs, and
Yeah, but there was a lot of years in between that because that was in 1924, 25, and then
Think
we switched
about
over in
that,
the
though.
60s.
that's kind of
1960.
weird. That's pretty weird.
That's odd. I don't remember. Should we make some throwback shirts? All chiefed up Kansas City Cowboys shirts. Look, the Kansas City Blues.
No, we don't want to be associated with the Cowboys.
That's
man.
true, but who doesn't want a cool
Yeah.
vintage shirt?
Lewis, you don't have to worry about banjo music in Kentucky unless you're like basically in West Virginia. Then you worry about the banjo music.
Kay Wayne's probably driven through here before. He probably could tell you some spots where you might have to worry about banjo music.
Anywhere by West Virginia.
Yeah, if you stick along
Appalachia-
I-65,
what they call
you're
it?
fine.
Appalachia.
Yeah, if
Better
you stick
watch
along
out.
I-65, you're good. Pretty much.
The Kansas City Blue Chews, baby. Let's
you
go.
go.
All horned up.
Dude, we should do a Kansas City Blue Chews shirt. The Blue Chews. Will you get sued? Maybe.
So you said we should have our own meal at Zarda and be sponsored by Zarda, and we should be sponsored by Blue Chew. That should be our two sponsors for the podcast. Like instead of Foco and
yeah.
Underdog,
Should we let Foco and Underdog know that we're going to Blue Chew? And
unless you guys start, handing out that wiener dope, baby, we're going to have to go somewhere else.
for real. Chief Kelsey says Kansas City Blues is a rugby club in KC now. There we go. Reese Zammit going to try out for him.
Yeah, maybe if he doesn't make the squad, he can just go play.
What if he's like, my real plan was to get to the Kansas City Blues, so I just had to try out through the International Players League.
Yeah. Gary, actually, Jason told us that he lives near Lexington. His family has a barbecue joint over there. He told us to come.
Yeah.
We need to make plans to go hang out with him.
Yeah, I need to hit him up. We should drive up there one summer night and have a little barbecue. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we need to.
We should document it. We should document it for a road trip. We'll call it All Chiefed Up Road Trip. We'll go eat with
all
Jason
chiefed
Dunn.
up / chief concerns.
No, here's what we do. We
All
make
concerned.
like a vlog video for like 10, 15 minutes. We vlog our trip, but while we're there, we sit them down and we have a face-to-face interview like Barbara Walters with
Let's do
Jason
it.
Dunn.
I'm down.
That would be awesome. What would we ask him? I'd say, hey,
So-
Jason.
I don't know. What would you ask him? We've had him on the show before. What'd you ask him then?
I let him know. That the first Chiefs game I ever saw, he caught the only touchdown.
That was.
We
against
thought
the
we were going to
Broncos?
see. It was against the. It was the first game I watched on the road, so it was the Bengals.
Oh, when they were 10-0 and lost to the Bungles,
Yeah,
and Chad Johnson bought everybody Ben and Jerry's at the stadium.
we all thought we were going to see a Tony G touchdown that day. Nay, the backup tight end Jason Dunn caught the touchdown, and then we watched a bunch of field goals. Almost every time we go to Cincinnati, it's a field goal kicking contest.
Dude, no kidding. Have a good night, Shane. But yeah, we went to one game there, and that was the game that Cairo Santos kicked like 9 field goals, and we lost.
Yeah, it was Santos, right?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Dude, you remember the Cairo Santos years? Anybody that wants to talk trash about Butker, just remember we had Cairo Santos.
Oh, Cairo Santos.
We had Lynn Elliott. We did have Morton Anderson.
Oh, Mort.
Mort could kick.
Yeah,
He was
for
old,
sure.
though.
Yep. Well, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Make sure to hit that like button. Get this out to more people. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That'd be awesome. Hang out with us more often. We're going to be around for a little while longer, so make sure you get your questions in and everything. We'll try to get to you guys before we head out for the night, but definitely appreciate you guys hanging out. What's up, KY? Better late than never. That's what we always say.
Yeah, better late than never.
Yeah, man. So it's cool that they're, doing OTAs and there's some stuff going on, but it's been pretty close to the chest. They got their, no big news from there. What kind of news can you really get from OTAs?
Right, it's past camp.
Right. So, I mean, I can't wait until like actual camp gets underway. I know we still got a while, but I just want football back.
Yeah.
Is that so
I
much
hear
to
you.
ask? Is that so much to ask?
Did you see today where they're bringing back PFF is bringing back the whole Kittle's higher ranked than Kelsey again? Like, why does this start up every offseason?
Because I just want to be wrong every offseason.
And then they always go back to he blocks better. What? Like, you have a game. You got a guy in Travis Kelce who teams must game plan for. You must devote 2, sometimes 3 people to shut him down. And this dude is ancient at this point. Like, he's going into like year 57. And he just now had one of his down years. He was battling through injuries.
His down year was 17 yards away from another 1,000-yard season.
Right. And they want to say that the best tight end in the game is Kittle just because he blocks a little better.
So stupid.
Who cares if he blocks
just looking
a
for a
little
reason.
better?
Mike KY says, "Are you doing another live tomorrow night? If not, please sing for me tonight because tomorrow is my birthday." We don't have
do a live tomorrow.
We don't have a live plan tomorrow. I mean, if there's some news or something, maybe we could squeeze one in.
Right.
But Mike,
I'll
I think
sing for you.
I think you should, just in case.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero el año. Felicidad. I choked.
How you gonna screw up on her birthday song, bro?
Hey, at least I wasn't out of tune. You can choke a little, just don't go out of tune.
Newsflash: no one gives a shit if tight ends block well.
Exactly.
It's the year 2024. Who gives a crap?
Like, dude, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
It is. Joe E says Tennessee NFL team was called the Oilers for 2 years before changing the name to the Titans. Were they the Tennessee Oilers for a year or two? I don't remember.
I don't remember that.
I guess
either.
so. I do remember when the Titans first became a thing, though. That was back with like Steve McNair and all them, right?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Steve McNair, and they had Eddie George. I said we had Eddie George.
Well, Eddie George never played for the Chiefs, bro. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Did you find it? Were they the Oilers? I mean, they might have been before they come up with a name. I think they were too, because I actually think when they changed to the Titans, that's why they kept that color scheme.
Yeah, it says owner Bud Adams eventually relocated the Oilers to Nashville, Tennessee in 1996, changing the team name, rechristening it first to the Tennessee Oilers in 1996.
Good call, Joe E.
Then to the Titans in 1999. So 3 years.
That's wild. I completely forgot about that. So that's kind of cool.
Well, it was 1996, Steve. You'd have been 10.
Oh, you know. 11.
Steve was just listening to Bush.
Probably listening to something ridiculous like Korn or...
You said, breathe in, breathe out.
I didn't listen to Bush. That was
Breathe
more of a...
in, breathe out. Breathe in.
Chill.
I was listening to that the other day, and they tell you to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and then they end with breathe in, and then they stop, and then they say breathe in again. So if you're following them trying to calm yourself, you're going to choke.
Shut up. What? I said shut up.
Sorry.
Okay, when people pass out listening to Bush, just know that I was trying to give you the heads up.
Kay Wayne says Trav has to complete a few passes to get ahead of Kittle, you know? Like, Travis needs to throw a touchdown pass.
Apparently, the only thing holding him back is just blocking. That's the Gronk debate. That's, like, why?
Because that's all they have to go on.
It's just kind of weird. Like, I don't remember...
No one cared if Tony G blocked. No one cared about anybody blocking.
I was going to say, like, was Tony G known as a great blocker? I don't really... Well, here's the thing. Even if he was, I don't just look back at Tony G's career and be like, man, I remember when he blocked the crap that game.
And they're not going to do that with George Kittle. They're not going to do that with anybody.
You're not going to look back in 20 years and be like, George Kittle was the best tight end of his time because he could block. No, you're going to be like, that dude had, like, no games where they had the game plan for him.
The only time blocking becomes relevant for tight ends is when they're trying to argue that Kelce isn't the GOAT. That's it. And it's funny because Kelce's not a bad blocker. But that's the only thing they can even try to come up with.
Yeah. Dude, I torched people on Twitter that day about the whole Kelce blocking thing.
Yeah, that's so stupid. Man. Gary, you didn't miss much. Mike might have been singing a song. Speaking of, Chiefs fan says, which one of you was the lead singer in your band and which one was the drummer? How do you know that one of us weren't slapping the bass?
How do you know the drummer wasn't the lead singer? Phil Collins.
What's that? Yeah. The most famous drum fill of all time. Let's see. Mike was the lead singer and guitar player, and I was the drummer.
True.
Yeah. That's a true story.
That was a true story.
Didn't even lie to you. Let's see here. Nikki says Kelsey has thrown a touchdown pass. It was in the playoff game against the Steelers, Roethlisberger's last game. Why don't I remember? I remember Kelsey throwing an interception, just chucking one down the field for like 60 yards. Do you remember that pass? Just threw it in a triple coverage, just bombed it. That was good. Wasn't even mad at it. Cobra Kai Ty says they can say,
hold up.
What? Don't you
Hold
cut me
up.
off like that.
You don't remember it because it never happened.
Penalty.
No, they ruled it a lateral pass.
Okay.
It says Kansas City Chiefs kept up their magic act with tight end Travis Kelce's tricky play, passing touchdown to wide receiver Byron Pringle, but it says it was a perfect lateral touchdown pass, so they didn't count it as a touchdown.
Gotcha. Ty says they can say whatever they want about 87. Every team in the league would give their left nut to have him. That is 100% true. They all know in their little tiny hearts that Kelsey's the GOAT. They know. It's not a secret. They're just butthurt because he's not on their team.
True. Robert says, since the Chiefs are the best team in the world, don't you guys think it's time for a jersey upgrade? It depends.
That's a touchy subject, right?
Like I feel like you could update them just a little bit, but it would have to be very, very subtle. It would have to be like
they're not going to do anything wild.
Yeah, you're not changing color scheme. They're not going to go to like Seahawks looking crap, right?
Clark
like
Hunt's very, very traditional.
But I guess you could upgrade some, like like if you raised your armpit and you had like a little red spot under it.
I don't think I'm not
It's
worried
just something
about.
weird.
I'm not worried about a jersey upgrade. But I do think that they should consider like some cool alternates, like that they do just one time a year. Like, cause you know how they'll do red on red, they'll do all white, they'll do things like that. I'm still an advocate for, I think a blackout would be cool. Like, I know a lot of people don't like that idea, but I mean, if you keep the logo the same and just one game a year, just something crazy, I'm okay with that.
Does it have to even be one game a year? What if you just unveiled it one game?
Or if they just did something else, like what if when they wore white on white, they switched to white helmets, just all white?
The white helmet's pretty sick. We've seen concepts of those. What if you wore black jerseys on Black Friday's game this year?
So that's what I was thinking. Something
For
like
a
that, like a blackout thing. So as much as I hate them.
Wait, they're playing the Raiders. They couldn't do that.
Oh, okay. As much as I hate them, the Louisville Cardinals, they have a blackout jersey and blackout uniform with the matte black helmet with the chromed out cardinal.
It's
just
pretty sick, actually.
A chromed arrowhead on the side of a matte black, just for a blackout game, just once. Nothing you got to stick with. Just have a little fun every now and then,
Yeah. Are you talking about this one? Let me bring it up. I don't know if you're talking about this one or you're talking about another one because I think you're talking about this one. This one's sick, actually. Yeah, you're right. Lamar had it.
Yeah, dude, they're sick.
Let me see if I can bring it up for you. Oh, it's got a whole history of their helmets.
I'm not worried about the history.
I'm not either, but I'm just trying to get to it. So the one you're talking about said they unveiled that in 2017 and then wore it in 2018, 2019, and they've never went back to it.
Really?
So it was only under Lamar, and it was only for like 25 games. They wore it for the full season.
If it's the ones I'm thinking of, dude, they were pretty cool. Like,
Well, it's on
Pretty awesome.
shopping. Like it wants me to buy one. It's like I'm not trying to buy it, bro. Just let me see it.
Just save it and pop that bad boy up on here. Let's take a look. We'll see if it's the one I'm talking about.
Right. Okay. Let me. Yeah, here we go. It's gonna have like a watermark in it, but you can still see the helmet
That's okay.
because it's off of a thing.
That's okay, Mike.
I think this is the one you're talking about. This
Let
is
it
the one
pass.
I was thinking of when you said that. I'll pop it in really quick. This one?
Kinda. They have one that's like that, but it's matte black. Let me find it.
Is it all black? Like even the Cardinal logo?
Hold on.
Oh, you're looking for the 2014 helmet. They wore it for 9 games. No, they wore it 1 game ever. 2019 Game 9 versus Florida State. That was the only game they ever wore it.
I think I have it right here, dude. Here, hold on. Can I show
Yeah,
my
it's
screen?
the only game they ever wore it. 1 game. You remember the helmet from 1 frickin' game?
I don't. They really only wore these for one?
1 game. Just against Florida State in 2014. That was it.
Hey, Ty, good to see you, my man. Have a good night.
The one that I found, this one, they wore it like 36 games. And you're out here thinking of 1 helmet for 1 game?
Why am I thinking of one? This is it, though, right here. Let me share my screen. Bing. This one. So, what if we went all matte black helmet with the and have the arrowhead on it? Dude, that'd be sick.
Okay, so that's not the one that I was just thinking of. So I don't know where they wore that one.
I don't know, but it's cool. And like, I don't even like that chicken logo, by the way. But if that had
their
an
logo's
arrowhead,
kind of trash. You know what's funny is we're from here, right? So I see a bunch of like Louisville Cardinal logos, and everybody that buys those Louisville chicken looking logos, because the left side of it is like flat, they put it on their car laying flat down, so it just looks like the bird's sleeping on their car. I just want to print out a bunch of little pillows and just put it under their car.
we could.
It'd be kind of funny.
We used to torture our friend Tyrone. Would play golf with us, and we'd torture him because he was a Louisville Cardinals fan, and he had the driver head cover that was just that chicken. It was just and we would take it off of his driver and put it under the wheel of the cart. That way, when he drove away, he just ran it over.
That's funny.
Yeah. Bam says matte black with a grayscale logo. That could be neat. Bright red metallic was the best, Steve Atkins says. The University of Kentucky had chrome helmets for a while, and those were sick, dude. You remember that?
Yeah, UK had some pretty sick helmets every once in a while.
K. Wayne says bring up the logo on the draft hat this year. Oh, I wanted to get that hat, and Adam sent me a freaking 20% off thing for it, and I didn't even order it. I need to go see if that's still if I can
Right.
still do that.
So, Steve, you want this. This is what you want.
Yes.
You want that.
Where'd you
for
find
an
that?
alternate.
Yeah, that would be
You
sick.
can buy it on eBay right now. It's the custom speed helmet for $400.
That's it. That's what they need to have for an alternate. Just one game, just black, pure
Look,
blackout.
Chiefs fans would absolutely hate that because I think if you even do a blackout jersey, I think you still have to keep the helmet untouched.
No, you wear that helmet with the blacked out stuff.
I'm just saying, I think that causes a ruckus.
Does it? Hey, let's do a poll.
Should the Chiefs wear an all blackout with a blacked out helmet? I just don't feel like people are going to go for that one because, like, the Chiefs are like that team, baby.
Well, I'm putting it up. And you all know what I mean. I just put it, should they wear blacked out unis for one game? You know? I don't think it should be like a big thing. Like, just once. Just an alternate. You know, like, dude, what about them stupid Giants jerseys? If they can get away with that, we can get away with blacking out for one
Dude,
game.
those Giants jerseys are trash.
For the Black Friday game, it would be freaking awesome. And granted, we're playing the stupid Raiders, so we
Yeah,
probably
you're
wouldn't be able
playing
to
the
do
Raiders,
it.
so I
Is
don't
it
think
at
you can
home
do
or
it.
away? Because if it's at home, the Raiders are wearing white anyway.
I'm not for sure. Yeah, but you can't have two teams wearing black.
No, the Raiders suck, though. They
Well,
run everything.
I guess you could, because like when we play the 49ers, like we are wearing a shade of red.
TGZ says, just going through our emo phase. We need to go through the emo phase for one game. It'd be fun. It's a home game, Ray Ray says.
Yeah, so see, we have to wear red. It's mandatory.
Yeah, well, we'll black out a different game then. Well, I got to play the stupid Raiders on the Black Friday game.
Because
What do
they
you-
think the Raiders are
Going to do something this year?
Because they got lucky one time.
Black and red and gold Chiefs. I don't. Actually, wait. I have a black Mahomes jersey, don't I?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I do. It's like black with red, and I guess it does have gold on it too. Yeah, I guess I do, Robert. I have a really cool Alex Smith jersey that's all black. Have you seen that one? I think it was a like a salute to service one, but it's all like matte black, and it's got a little bit of like that tan color, kind of like the background here. It's a cool jersey. Alex Smith. What you doing, Michael?
I was just trying to find the helmet.
Which
You know,
one?
I still love the white helmet. It's pretty sick, actually.
Just all white.
Look, imagine blacking out for the game, right? You wear all black, but then you pair it with the white. That could be sick, right? Or you just think the all iced out helmets?
If you're gonna go white helmet, you gotta go white out. If you're gonna go black helmet, you gotta go blacked out.
Like that one? That's
That
pretty
one's kind of
sick.
cool. Yeah.
See, but it's got enough black on it that you could almost wear it with the black, with all black.
See, I don't
unis.
agree with this helmet somewhat though. I think that it should have white face mask and everything.
Right.
Yeah, and then just wear white unis with it. That'd be okay. We could do that. Why do we keep
think
switching? It's making me dizzy.
Every time we pull off the switch, it does that.
I guess so. Guess so, man.
It's pretty annoying. It's never done that before.
Yeah, for sure. Real quick, before we get out of here tonight, I want to remind you guys, patreon.com/allchiefedup. It says $10 to become a member. That's wrong. Nightbot is wrong. Nightbot, get your stuff together. It's just $1, $1 freaking dollar a month, and you can be a patron. And that gives you bonus videos and lots of other stuff. And at the end of June, June is the first month we're doing this, but we're going to do it every month. If you're a member on Patreon for just $1, you're going to be entered in a drawing automatically for a signed Will Shields jersey for June. And then following that in July, we'll get a different signed jersey, and we'll continue to give one away once a month for one of the members of Patreon. So if you want a chance to win a jersey, you'll get a chance every month by just being a member over there for $1. So go do it.
Right. The jersey is getting personalized right now. So as soon as it gets here,
Willie's
show you
knocking
guys.
it out for us.
We'll show you guys. We'll put it up. We'll do whatever we got to do. We'll show you. But yeah, I've got lost in the Chiefs alternate helmet world over here, and
Mike
some of these
Flores says
designs-
all white for the Christmas game would be cool. I like
It
it.
could be pretty fun.
I
But
like that.
red's a Christmas color, though, right?
Yeah, but so is white.
We're at home. Are we at home? No, we're at Pittsburgh.
We're at Pittsburgh.
So Pittsburgh will have to wear black. You think Pittsburgh will wear those ugly like prison uniforms?
Probably. K Wayne says he's still a $10 member and he's not changing it. Let's go, K Wayne. See,
I
K
kind
Wayne,
of thought that once we switched it would just revert people.
they have the option. They can do it.
Okay, I got
by all
you.
means, but K Wayne's a real one.
K
He's trying to
Wayne's just-
support here, man.
Okay, I love it.
Out of the goodness of his heart, Michael.
Look, I'm gonna write a note. K Wayne being awesome. $10 member.
The logo on the draft hat is the matte black. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm with K Wayne. That one was cool. I like that one. Should have got that dang hat. Still need to go look and see if I can get one now. That would be cool.
Let the boy watch.
I thought you were still over there trying to look at helmets, and then all of a sudden,
No, I was trying to let the boy watch.
trying to let him watch, huh?
Yep.
Mike, our boy Enrique's in the house
Enrique,
with a gifted membership. Appreciate you, Enrique. Good to see you, my man.
go.
Appreciate that. If you get that gifted membership, make sure to thank Enrique. Yeah, we need to start building up our ACU crew here on YouTube too. We need to that way we can do more members stuff. I want to do more members only stuff. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people asked. Remember how like every time like people that would donate members to people, right? So Enrique,
They donate, yeah.
give the member. People were asking, like, I've got tons of emails being like, "Hey, if we gift memberships, can we go back to getting put on the Wheel of Death and doing the giveaway with
That's
the
a
Wheel of
good one.
Death?"
I like that. Do y'all
So
like
I mean,
that?
if people want to do that, it's fine. Because I mean, people like to give away stuff anyways, like Enrique. So I mean, every time he does that, he'd be on the wheel and he could win something. So
Mike,
I
the
kind of like
poll-
that idea.
I ended the poll. 74% of people think yes, they should do a blackout uniform for one game. See, I think people's open to having some fun. Okay, well, I'll check out the New Era site for the hat. Let me check that out. I'll do that. There for a while they were sold out, but then our boy Adam was like, "Hey, they have them back in stock on whatever website it was," and he sent me a 20% off code, and I forgot to freaking order it because I think it was around draft time, and we were just busy.
Oh yeah, the draft hat. The year before, I didn't get a draft. I usually get a draft hat every year, and I didn't get one the year before. I didn't really care for it, and then this year I thought it was fine, but it seemed like our hat was not as like dark and black as everybody else's.
Ours was like a
they
gray
were
color.
Like, yeah, they were like, "Don't give the Chiefs black. They ain't wanting it." They won't even do the hat that way.
Mike Bouttown's been a member for 2 months. He says, "Can we get a suck it for the animal abusers?" Hey, if Isaiah Buggs is guilty,
For the thousands here in attendance tonight and for the millions watching at home on TV. Oh, let's get ready to suck it!
my favorite part of that whole thing is the Jerry Lawler laugh at the end.
I was just getting ready to say that. Like,
Yeah,
why is
dude.
Jerry Lawler just like cracking up in the background?
Dude, has there ever been a better combo of like, what do you call them? Like commentator, like what's the name?
Commentators, yeah.
Yeah, of
Jim Ross. And
Jim Ross and Jerry the King. There's not. That's the all-time best combo. Name one better. I dare you, because there's not one
in wrestling,
in anything.
in all of sports, in
Yeah,
the entirety.
There's not. That's got to be the best duo of all time. Like they were the best.
If Mitch Holthus had a duo, they would be close.
You know, I love Mitch, but I don't think so. They were the best.
Remember, like they would always just like wrestling's funny because they would just overreact. They'd be like, "Oh, he killed him!
He killed him."
That was my favorite short I ever made. Was when I showed Derek Johnson like crush Marcus Mariota.
And
in the background, Jerry Lawler's like, "He killed him." That was great.
Yeah,
I should
for
start
sure.
using that more often. I'm just gonna start taking every big hit that we make throughout the season and put that over it.
I'm for it. I'm down.
Can we just do it?
I like it.
I should do it.
Carth says Dix has the draft hat for $38. I have to check that out.
I read that as Drafts had the dick hat for $38.
What is that? What's that cartoon? Was it Squidbillies, where he had the penis hat and they blur it out? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Early?
Early, yeah. That's great.
That's funny.
Yep. Well, I appreciate you guys being with us tonight, for real. We'll be back with more content this week. We'll have another live stream this week as well. Be on the lookout for that. If you haven't watched our video we dropped yesterday, please go check that video out. It has Tom Brady on the thumbnail. It's talking about Tom Brady's thoughts on the Chiefs three-peating. But we had a new format, a brand new segment in there, and brought back an oldie. And I'd just like to get your guys' feedback on that. Let us know if you like that format. So if you could, go watch that video for us sometime tonight and leave a comment on there and let us know. And going forward, whatever you guys like, we'll continue to integrate into the show. But
Yep.
Appreciate you guys. Had a lot of fun tonight, Mike, like usual. If you guys could, hit that like button for us on the way out if you haven't already. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hang out with us more often. Always a good time here at All Chiefed Up. Mike, you got anything left for the people?
I don't. It was a fun one. We'll be back sometime. We'll do another one. We're always back. Maybe we'll get some good answers tomorrow from
Media
Andy
Day
and the crew. Like Media Day. There's got to be something, man, because we're literally getting like 2 random highlights. That's all we've got this week.
Hey, it'll be. Do they go on the podium tomorrow?
Yeah, they hit the podium tomorrow.
There we
I
go.
might
then.
jump in there tomorrow.
Go
when he's on the
tomorrow and
podium.
see if there's anybody in the chat that just
We'll
hates
see
you.
if
like last time.
Virginia's talking smack again in there.
Virginia Slim.
Yeah, I'll start calling him Slim. I'll say, come on, Slim.
Yeah. Well, y'all have a good night. Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
There goes a sight from my soul.